ॐ तेजस्विनाधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्ध ज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशांताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। वेदव्यास वैशम्पायनयाज्ञवल्क्याद्य शङ्करादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ समस्त उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सिद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्तिकल्याणार्थम् अस्माकं साधकानां समस्त विघ्ननिवारणार्थं शक्तीनां संपदानां साधनानाम् अवाप्त्यर्थं छान्दोग्य उपनिषदः पारायणं तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं। Let us chant from 15th khanda of the 5th chapter of the Chandogya Upanishad till the end of this 5th chapter. Just 7-8 minutes. Be in that good faith that we are getting and using the opportunity of uttering the Veda mantras, which are nothing but Sakshat Parabrahma Paramatma only. While chanting only, we do the sankalpa that we are going to study all that. While chanting only, we do the deep, intense prayers to Bhagavan, to the Lord, to the Guru Parampara, that may we get a chance to study these mantras as well as we have the ability to understand deeply all these Upanishad mantras for our moksha, for our liberation. Let us do it. Om Atha Chandogya Upanishad Atha Shanti Mantraha Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaha Chakshuh Shrotram Atho Balam Indriyani Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastva Nirakaranam Me Astu Tadatmani Nirateye Upanishatsu Dharmaha ते मयि संतो ओम शांति शांति शांति। अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः अथ पंचदशः खण्डः। अतः उवाच जनकं शार्कराक्ष। No, we have to do from पंचदश. अतः उवाच जनकं शार्कराक्ष कं त्वम् आत्मानमुपासः इति आकाशमेव भगवः राजन् इति ह उवाच एष वै बहुल आत्मा वैश्वानरः यं त्वम् आत्मानमुपास्ये तस्मात् त्वं बहुलः असि प्रजया च धनेन च अत्सि अन्नं पश्यसि प्रियम् अत्ति अन्नं पश्यति प्रियम् भवति अस्य ब्रह्मवर्चसं कुले य एतम् एवम् आत्मानं वैश्वानरमुपास्ते सन्देहः तु एषः आत्मन इति ह उवाच सन्देहः ते विशीर्यत् यत् मां न आगमिष्ये इति। षोडशः खण्डः। अतहोवाच बुडिलम् आश्वतराश्विं वैयाघ्रपद्यं कं त्वम् आत्मानम् उपास्ये इति अव एव भगवः राजन् इति ह उवाच एष वैरैः आत्मा वैश्वानरः यं त्वम् आत्मानम् उपास्ये तस्मात् त्वं रयिमान् पुष्टिमान् असि अत्सि अन्नं पश्यसि प्रियम् अत्ति अन्नं पश्यति प्रियं भवति अस्य ब्रह्मवर्चसं कुले य एवम् आत्मानं वैश्वानरम् उपास्ते बस्तिस्त्वेष आत्मन इति ह उवाच बस्तिस्ते व्यभेत्स्यत् यन्मां न आगमिष्ये इति अथ सप्तदशः खण्डः अतः उवाच उद्दालकम् आरुणिं गौतम कं त्वम् आत्मानम् उपास्ये इति पृथिवीम् इव भगवः राजन् इति ह उवाच एष वै प्रतिष्ठा आत्मा वैश्वानरः यं त्वम् आत्मानम् उपास्ये तस्मात् त्वं प्रतिष्ठितोऽसि प्रजया च पशुभिश्च अत्सि अन्नं पश्यसि प्रियम् अत्ति अन्नं पश्यति प्रियं भवति अस्य ब्रह्मवर्चसं कुले य एतम् एवम् आत्मानं वैश्वानरमुपास्ते पादौ तु एतौ आत्मनः इति उवाच पादौ ते व्युम्लास्यताम् यन्मां न अगमिष्ये इति अथ सप्तदशः अथ अष्टादशखण्डः तान्ह उवाच एते वै खलु यूयं पृथक् इमम् आत्मानं वैश्वानरं विद्वागंसो अन्नम् अथ य तु एतम् एवं प्रादेशमात्रम् अभिविमानम् आत्मानं वैश्वानरम् उपास्ते स सर्वेषु लोकेषु सर्वेषु भूतेषु सर्वेषु आत्मसु अन्नम् अत्ति तस्य वा एतस्य आत्मनः वैश्वानरस्य मूर्धा एव सुतेजाः चक्षुः विश्वरूपः प्राणः पृथक् वर्त्मात्मा सन्देहो बहुलः बस्तिरेव रयिः पृथिवी एव पादौ पुर एव वेदिः लोमानि बर्हिः हृदयं गार्हपत्यः मनो अन्वाहार्यवचनः आस्यमाहवनीयः एकोनविंशः खण्डः तद्यद्भक्तं प्रथमम् आगच्छेत् तद्होमीयगं स यां प्रथमाम् आहुतिं जुहुयात् तां जुहुयात् प्राणाय स्वाहा इति प्राणस्तृप्यते प्राणे तृप्यति चक्षुः तृप्यति चक्षुषि तृप्यति आदित्यः तृप्यति आदित्ये तृप्यति द्यौः तृप्यति दिवि तृप्यन्तां यत्किञ्च द्यौः च आदित्यः च अधिष्ठितः तत्तृप्यति तस्यानुतृप्तिं तृप्यति प्रजया पशुभिः अन्नाद्येन तेजसा ब्रह्मवर्चसेन इति अथ विंशः खण्डः अथ यां द्वितीयां जुहुयात् तां जुहुयात् व्यानाय स्वाहा इति व्यानः तृप्यति व्याने तृप्यति श्रोत्रं तृप्यति श्रोत्रे तृप्यति चन्द्रमाः तृप्यति चन्द्रमसि तृप्यति दिशस्तृप्यन्ति दिक्षु तृप्यन्तीषु यत्किञ्च दिशश्च चन्द्रमाः च अधिष्ठितिष्ठन्ति तत्तृप्यते तस्यानुतृप्तिं तृप्यते प्रजया पशुभिः अन्नाद्येन तेजसा ब्रह्मवर्चसेन इति अथ एकविंशः खण्डः अथ यां तृतीयां जुहुयात् तां जुहुयात् अपानाय स्वाहा इति अपानः तृप्यति अपाने तृप्यति वाक् तृप्यति वाचि तृप्यन्त्याम् अग्नि तृप्यति अग्नौ तृप्यति पृथिवी तृप्यति पृथिव्यां तृप्यन्त्यां यत्किञ्च पृथिवी च अग्निश्च अधितिष्ठति अधितिष्ठतः तत्तृप्यते तस्यानुतृप्तिं तृप्यते प्रजया पशुभिरन्नाद्येन तेजसा ब्रह्मवर्चसेन इति अथ द्वाविंशः खण्डः अथ यां चतुर्थीं जुहुयात् तां जुहुयात् समानाय स्वाहा इति समानः तृप्यते समाने तृप्यति मनस्तृप्यति मनसि तृप्यति पर्जन्यः तृप्यते पर्जन्ये तृप्यति विद्युत् तृप्यते विद्युति तृप्यन्त्यां यत्किञ्च विद्युच्च पर्जन्यश्च अधितिष्ठतः तत्तृप्यते तस्यानुतृप्तिं तृप्यते प्रजया पशुभिः अन्नाद्येन तेजसा ब्रह्मवर्चसेन इति अथ त्रयोविंशः खण्डः अदयां पञ्चमीं जुह्यात् तां जुह्यात् उदानाय स्वाहा इति उदानस्तृप्यति उदाने तृप्यति त्वक् तृप्यति त्वचि तृप्यन्त्यां वायुस्तृप्यति वायुतृप्यत्याकाशस्तृप्यति आकाशे तृप्यति यत्किञ्च वायुश्च आकाशश्च अधितिष्ठतः तत्तृप्यते तस्यानुतृप्तिं तृप्यते प्रजया पशुभिरन्नाद्येन तेजसा ब्रह्मवर्चसेन इति अथ चतुर्विंशः खण्डः स य इदम् अविद्वान् अग्निहोत्रं जुहोति यथा अङ्गारान् अपोह्य भस्मनि जुह्यात् तादृक्तः स्यात् अतः एतदेवं विद्वान् अग्निहोत्रं जुहोति तस्य सर्वेषु लोकेषु सर्वेषु भूतेषु सर्वेषु आत्मसु हुतं भवते तद् यथा इशिका तूलम् अग्नौ प्रोतं प्रदूयेत एवगमः अस्य सर्वे पाप्मानः प्रदूयन्ते य एतद् एवं विद्वान् अग्निहोत्रं जुहोते तस्मादुह एवं यद्यपि चण्डालायोच्छिष्टं प्रयच्छेत् आत्मनिः एव अस्य तद्वैश्वानरे उदगं स्यात् इति तदेष श्लोकः एते क्षुदिता बाला मातरं पर्युपासते एवगं सर्वाणि भूतानि अग्निहोत्रमुपासते इति अग्निहोत्रमुपासते इति ओम इति पंचमोऽध्यायः समाप्तः. In the sixth adhyaya we will see the Tattvamasi Mahavakyam will be given, I think, to the Shvetaketu by the father Aruni. Let us see. Om Ata Sri Krishna Yajurvendantargata Taittiriya Aranyakanthargata Taittiriya Upanishad Om Yasmat Jatam Jagat Sarvam Yasminneva Praliyate Yenedam Dharyate Chaiva Tasmai Jnanatmane Namaha Yairime Gurubhihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatah Sarva Vedantaha Tanityam Pranatosmyaham तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते. अथ प्रथमा शिक्षावल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः. नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Salutations to the Parabrahma Tattva Shruti Mata, all the Brahma Vidya Acharyas, Rishis, Munis, Gurus, Devatas, Upasya Devatas, etc. So to Sri Vedavyasa, Vaishampayana, Agnivalkya, and the Bhashyakara, Sri Adya Shankara Bhagavan, and also to all our Gurus, Guru Parampara, who are blessing us. We are studying the Upanishad slowly, steadily. We are tuning to it. The Upanishad talks about the Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya, by which Brahma Prapti, Atma Prapti, as avaroksha anubhuti we gain, which leads to the moksha of we as a jiva, bound in this world of samsara of Janma Marana, through the upadhis, through the vasanas, etc. We have completed the first Prathama Siksha Valli. We took sufficient time. We tried to go through all the mantras and bhashya as much as we could do. After the 11th Anuvakam, Bhagavan Adi Shankara, while discussing about the position of karma, position of the vidya in giving us mukti, he himself taking the form of Purva Pakshi, asked the question. Then the 5 Sambhavanas were seen. In that, the first 4 are not the cause of mukti. Only the fifth one is the mukti giver. To that conclusion he brought us to. Those five are only through karma the mukti. That was discussed exhaustively. Karma gives karma phala. Mukti is nitya and shashvata. Karma being temporary, phala cannot be permanent. Therefore, karma cannot give the moksha. So, to karma with jnanam is said, still you are holding on to karma. Anitya karma cannot give the nitya moksha. Therefore, karma jnana also rejected. Then karma and jnana in equal part. At the time, jnana itself is enough for the mukti. Why bring karma? That aspect was brought. Then after, okay, maximum jnana rehne do, little of the karma only, okay. Then at that time, again, because of the karma, very many avantara phalas come, which are obstruction to vidya only. In the karma, there is bahulyata. Karta, karma, karma phala, karmendriya. So many dvaitas are there in that. And in the vidya or amoksha or atma anubhuti, they are all not there. Therefore, they are not required. So then what is the last one remained is only through vidya moksha is prapti. But then is that totally ho Vedanta Siddhantin? You are rejecting the karma? No, we are that way not adamant, cruel, or egoistic in our approach. We don't that way totally deny the karma. But at the Siddhanta level, we say the moksha is the praptasya prapti. That is only through jnanam. Therefore, at the Siddhanta level, only through vidya, the vidya is removed, samsara is removed one side, other side through vidya, atmanabhuti experienced. This we don't compromise with. At the same time, we acknowledge the contribution of the karma to the extent of removal of all the upatta durita. In fact, at that level, when seekers have so much of upatta durita, after having clearly understood the Dvaita Vedanta Atmajnanam Darshanam Siddhantika Rupena, the important thing is doing various required yoga, bhakti, and karmas as said by Shastras for achieving this removal of the obstructions of the duritas which are collected from so much of time. That's called Upata Durita Kshaya Dwarena Bhagavad Prityartham Bhagavad Pritya Paramatma Anubhava Siddhyartham. So that's how the Siddhanti also is finally happy that he is able to convince the Purvapakshi. Purvapakshi also is doubly helped or happy that he got convinced about the Vidya for moksha. At the same time, his idea that karma is required, at least at one level, is accepted. Whether it is Siddhanti, Siddhantar, Purvapakshi's Prashna, even as the Vedanta Adhyayana students, as the seekers of absolute self for the truth, the reality, and moksha, we must be very clear about these two very clearly in our heart. And then theory is never enough. We have to practically also should do the dharma karma for removal of upata durita, and practically we have to contemplate through Shravana Manana the Atma Tattva, which gives us the pakka, undoubted Vidya of the Atma Vastu, which removes the Vidya. Then Vidya also makes us realize about our own self. Vidya doesn't give moksha. Vidya only reveals to us eternally existing moksha, which is the nature of Paramatma. Same thing in the Yoga Shastra also see ki all these samprajnata, samprajna samadhis, the basic dharma of the chitta, but then that is disturbed by the variety of gunas and the vrittis. That is how we are losing sight of our essential chitta sthiti. Here also the Atma Anubhuti is eternal, moksha is eternal. But it is not known. Not only it is not known, called as avidya, but something else is taken as me, and then the world is projected. Then I got lost into the world. That's called avidya, ahankara, kama, krodha. In Yoga Bhasha, avidya, smita, raga, desha, abhiniveshadi, panchaklesha. Now, in this analysis, last paragraph is little important. So once more we ponder over it because we didn't give sufficient importance value to that. That we will see then the 12th Anuvaka, which we saw it in the first Anuvaka itself, but yesterday again we began one third of it we saw. We go ahead of that. After this, concluding the 11th Anuvaka's Jnana Samuchevada remarks, concluding remarks. So there in the last prashna was what of the Purva Pakshi. He says, ki nimittatvat vidyayaha karma nimittatvat vidyayaha. So, if the karma is the cause for the vidya, then yatna antara anarthakyam iti chet, then other yatna of studying the Upanishads, doing Shravana Manana are not required. This is the sentence of Purvapakshi. He explains it. His explanation is what? Ki karmabhyaha eva, through the dharma karma, then nitya naimitika karma or agnihotradi karma, purva upachita durita pratibandha kshayatu. Purva upachita pratibandha kshaya is achieved through karma. That is what is the karma meant for. Hey Siddhanti, you told. So we agreed, you agreed. So with that purva upachita durita kshaya happened, then vidya utpadyate. Upachita durita was the pratibandha. Pratibandha, the obstruction called as purva upachita durita, is eliminated by the karma. Then vidya utpadyate. Then the vidya will be revealed to us. Then vidya utpadyate chet. That's what you said also. Then karma bhyaha prathak. In that case, apart from doing the karma, getting upata durdakshaya, obtaining the vidya, apart from that, Upanishad Shravana, Upanishad Manana, Upanishad Nididhyasanam Adi Yatnaha Anarthaka iti chet. Apna hi dost hai. Somehow we want to get the result without doing our own due effort. Is it not? He is now angry. Okay, you are removing my karma kanda, I will remove your vidya kanda of the Upanishad only from the Vedas. Huh? See, this is how our own mind, at its lower level of vasanas and less understandings, misunderstandings, and the intellect is not predominantly functional, and also when the intellect is not given sufficient authentic data, the mind goes on thinking in this way. That is how a person, a jiva, always in samsara, never trying to gain the Atma Vidya and moksha. That's how all of us live. This is what we keep on talking, arguing, justifying in ourselves to remain as a karta bhokta jiva, doing karma, getting karma phala bhoga, sukha dukha. अपने अंदर ही सब चलता ही रहता है गुफ्तगू. We talk to ourselves and we create desire, we work, we get the result. If the good is the result, we only create the lobha for it. If not, we feel miserable and we try something else. All that is done because of the strong opposition to the Vidya and Moksha. Insufficient data and sufficient time is not given to collect data and ponder over it. So Bhagavan Adi Shankara is asking us to give time and he is giving data to us to ponder over just to know actually finally what is the position of karma and vidya for moksha. So this Siddhanti's answer. What is what? कि नियम अभावात ऐसा निर्दुष्ट नियम नहीं है कि only through doing karma and eliminating upata durita that vidya is obtained. Such niyama is not there. Niyam is only. ऐसा नियम नहीं है. Then his explanation. Siddhanti, he made a main sentence. Such niyama is not there in Shastras, that only by doing karma and eliminating upata durita that the vidya and moksha comes. You understand? So he doesn't want to take up Vanaprastha and Sannyasa ashram. He want to stay in Grahastha ashram. He want to do all the karmas without any karma phala sakti and get upata durita kshaya. Then he imagines that vidya will happen. And also He thinks only that is the way. So therefore, both the insistence of staying in Grahastha ashrama, rejecting of Brahmacharya Vanaprastha sannyasa, those vasanas are still there in that Purva Paksha. Clear? Because he is into that. Or it's natural for everyone, who in whichever the state of life they are there, and it is giving comfort to them, they justify. अब justify करने के लिए तो दिमाग है ही, reasons तो है ही, experiences है, examples are there, quotations are there, so we use all of them. Like if I am in the sannyasa ashrama, I talk about it and justify it. While doing so, I will talk about the other ashrama, mainly Grahasthadi, what are the shortcomings in that. Those who are in Grahastha ashrama, they talk about the Grahastha ashrama's glory. While doing so, sannyasa shushka eva hi, they talk that way. So we generally are conditioned in our discussion, etc. So unconditionally, unbiasedly, if we think what is the position of what, we clearly come to know. So here the Siddhanti is not insisting upon, he is only telling niyama bhavat. ऐसा नियम नहीं है कि only through the karma done and upataksha removed that vidya is gained. Then what? If the niyama is not there, are there any other alternatives to do the upata duritakshaya other than the karma and then get vidya and moksha? Yes, that is what I am mentioning. There are other than the yajna karma, Shrauta Smartadi karma, other techniques also are there which are predominantly practiced by, should be practiced by the other three ashramins of Brahmacharya, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. In those performances also, they'll achieve Upata Durita Kshaya. Thus, the Pratibandha is removed, Vidya is gained, Moksha is experienced. What are they? He says, कि see, nahi pratibandha kshayat eva vidya utpadyate through the karma. ऐसा नहीं कहा ना शास्त्रों में. Listen how he is, Bhagavan Shankara is putting it in a question or objection type. It is never said what कि न तो ईश्वर प्रसाद. It is never ever anywhere said कि that with ईश्वर प्रसाद तो you will never get moksha. You will not get the Vidya with Ishvara Prasada. It is never said. Then what is said? With Ishvara Prasada also, the Vidya Prapti happens. So an Upasaka, a Bhakta, a Sharanagata Vyakti, when he is doing Nitya Nirantara Prarthana to Paramatma, Hey Bhagavan, Hey Ishvara, bless me with Vidya. He is not doing any Shrauta Smartha Karma, mind you. Just bless me with Vidya. When in this way is going on doing prarthana, Ishvara will listen and Ishvara will see to it that his Upata Durita Arkshaya removed and Vidya Prapti is given. Umpteen number of cases are there which in this way also the Jivas got the moksha. And this upasana is done by brahmachari, grahastha, sannyasi also, 1% sannyasi also. And this is one of the most beautiful, excellently explained thing in the entire Bhagavatadi Shastras in hundreds and thousands of shlokas. How? Through Ishvara Upasana, Shravanam, Mananam, Vishnu, Kirtanam, Padasevanam, Ityadi, Shravanam, Kirtanam, that Ishvara Prasada will come to us and that removes Upapadurita and reveals to us the Atmanubhuti. That's called Vidya. So ये नहीं है ऐसा तो नहीं कहा मतलब ये भी है. And in the Yoga Darshanam, though it talks about the focusing attention on Chitta, but it has an exhaustive 6 or 8 sutras explaining the other sadhana other than Abhyasa, Vairagya and Ashtanga. Exclusively it talks about Ishvara Pranidhana Dva. That's there in yoga for the moksha. The Ishvara Pranidhana is spoken. So he is exhaustively talking about Chitta Vritti Nirodha in yoga, Patanjali ji and all. So there you are taking the Chitta, analyzing it, understanding its position, finding its shortcomings, removing it. ये सब पूरा चित्त के ऊपर काम करने को योग साधना कहते हैं. प्योर आत्म वस्तु पे काम करने को वेदांत कहते हैं. So even in that vritti nirodha sadhana of the yoga also, one alternative for vritti nirodha other than yoga or samadhi is given as Ishvara Pranidhanam. The set of those 6 sutras we are going to study. Beautiful. First he said Ishvara Pranidhanat Va. Va means or if you cannot do the other 2 ways of Murti Nirodha for the yoga or moksha, you have other alternative of Ishvara Pranidhanam. So entire bhakti he puts in one sentence there. Then he defines who is Ishvara, the lakshanas of the Ishvara. In that you can see the Karma Yoga sadhana told indirectly. And thereafter, the name of the Ishvara is given. Thereafter, the japa of the Ishvara consciously is to be done to propitiate him. So these are the 6-7 sutras. Beautiful they are. Ishvara pranidhanadva klesha karma vipaka ashehi avara amrushtaha purusa vishesha ishvaraha. Then the 2 more sutras talk about the glory of that Ishvara. Then tasya vachaka pranavaha. Then tajjapaha. Then tadartha bhavanam. When this is done, that time also by his grace, called as Ishvara Prasada, also Upata Duridakshaya happens. His grace gives us Vidya and it gives us Moksha. How many bhaktas we have seen through their bhakti, not involving in the yogas of Chitta Vritti Nirodha, nor involving in the Anushtana of the Karma Kanda, just by Bhagavad Prasada they got. That is why in every of the Vedantic Shastra also, the pranam, salutations, prayers are done both for Ishvara as well as the Guru Maharaj. Don't we see that in the Taittiriya Upanishad, Shanno, Mitra and all that? So it is not said that with Ishvara Prasada it is not achieved. Means what? Ishvara Prasada obtained through Ishvara Upasana, also the Vidya Prapti is possible. नॉट ओनली टू दैट वो है ही हम उसको डिनाई नहीं कर रहे बट ऐसा नियम नहीं है कि ओनली दैट वे सो बाय दिस भगवान शंकरा इज हिंटिंग टू अस ओ माय डियर फ्रेंड्स इफ यू कैनॉट डीपली कॉन्टेम्पलेट ऑन तत्व महावाक्य बिकॉज ऑफ योर ओन नेचर यू कैन टेक अप even the Ishvara Pranidhana or Ishvara Prasada Marga also to get the Vidya and Moksha. But I teach you Vedanta. My job is, I have come as an avatara only to comment on the Prasthana Traya, Advaita, Vishaya only I tell. All my Prakaranas also will be like that. Of course, I will help you with Bhakti by writing all the Bhakti Shastras, Prakaranas, as well as establishing the temples. And in the temple, I with my Yoga Shakti invoke the Devatas also there. All that I do to facilitate. But my main discussion is Vedanta Tattva Vicharana of the Upanishads. That's how Bhagavan Shankar has lived and guided the humanity of the Jivas for moksha. So, ईश्वर प्रसादात न तू ऐसा नहीं कहा तो ईश्वर प्रसाद से भी होता है. Then next one is what? Tapo. Only also through tapasya. In the tapasya, the sadhana is japa sadhana. Through the japa also, the ekagrata will come through when the japa Bhagavan Nama is taken up with intense faith. That also actually part of the, again bhakti only, but it's particular sadhana of tapasya of japa when you do, that also removes upata durita, antakarana becomes so shuddha that the vidya happens. Vidya means recognizing that I am the self, which removes avidya, that I am not self but jiva and dehadi upadhyukta, an individual in fighting with the other individuals and totality. All that avidya is removed by vidya. The vidya in yoga bhasha is called as sampragnata samadhi, which is preceded by viveka khyati, which we will see when we study our yoga sutras. So, second one is tapasya se bhi hota hai, my dear. Third one is what? Ki dhyanadi anushtanat. Okay. So, dhyanadi anushtanat iti niyama na asti. So, dhyana adi anushtanat. So, the dhyana is the yoga sadhana of See, Yamanimasana Prana Pratyahara you have done, then Dharana you have done, then Dhyana Samadhi. Through that Yoga Marga also, one by removing all the vrittis of the chitta and totally getting detached from the chitta, you can experience the Atma Moksha. Also, that also another paddhati is there. Again, in that also, your karma kanda इत्यादि अवग्रस्त they are not there. So तप से भी होता है, ध्यान से भी होता है, ध्यान आदि अनुष्ठानात्. ध्यान में ध्यान के बाद हो गया समाधि. Samadhi is the purpose of yoga. You just samadho. So there is bhakti yoga, there is a japa yoga, there is dhyana yoga, ashtanga yoga. Dhyanad anushtanat na prabhyate iti niyamaha na asti, my dear friends. That also is possible. Then there is another thing, ahimsa, and then brahmacharya adinam cha. These ahimsa, brahmacharya adi, which are the sadhanas done by brahmachari, vanaprasthin, sannyasi, vidya prati upakarakatvat. These things also, by removing the upata durita, become the upakaraka for the vidya. And where is the karma kanda in them, yajna yaga in them? Ahimsa brahmacharya. In ahimsa, kaya vacha manasa, you are not harming anyone. That insistence of not harming anyone with kaya vacha manasa itself removes all the upata durita. And when is brahmacharya? Of self-abnegation or self-denial of the senses and antakarana is not the upata durtaksha happening? Happening. In this way, are these two sadhanas which are done by other three ashramins becoming upakaraka for the moksha or vidya prapti? हो रहा है. So by revealing these things to us, Bhagavan Shankara, he is just summing up the variety of sadhanas that are done and reach the moksha by various gurus, and they guided their generation of disciples. Bhagavan is just hinting at them also only to say that I am not against them, nor I am saying that with them moksha cannot be obtained. Through them also you can obtain. If you think they are required, you go for it. So that is the beautiful, what I say, non-insisting large heart of Bhagavan Shankara. It is an answer to the Purupakshi that when he says only through karma, upata durtakshaya happens, then it reveals vidya. Not only answer to him, but he says, ki great Mahatmas yogis have come. Everyone's idea was to get or get the mukti for themselves and the sadhakas. So each one found this or the other thing as sadhana depending on nature of the sadhaka. So we are surrendered to our guru and we have totally spent time with him and in the discussion made the guru understand what is our nature. Then what is suitable to us? One sadhana, two sadhanas, or the pack of sadhanas, depending on our nature, he guides us. You know that Jivan Muktas, they don't have biasness of aisa karo, vaisa karo. You know, they look at the disciple or sadhaka, then they understand in what position he is. Therefore, they give the requirement of all sadhanas. Agar required hai to. Do the bhakti, do the yoga, do the viveka vichara, jnana marga, karma yog to essential hai sabke liye. That's how they get. So, by this paragraph, how many sadhanas as alternatives we are getting for Vidya Prapti? You know, along with Shastra Shravana Nidhyasanam, you can do the Ishvara Upasana, you can do the Japa Adi, you can do the Dhyana Adi, you can practice the values of Ahimsa, Brahmacharya Adi. In fact, if we can do all of them with the only single goal of Vidya and Moksha, they can help us. सबको हमें आदर करना है सारे साधनाएं and if you're very tuned to Ishvara, in my belief, which sadhana gives you quick result, that sadhana the Lord puts in front of you. You do that unbiasedly, then that gives you that benefit, then you go to next one. Like we are given Vedanta sadhana last 2-3 years. So we have studied thoroughly. We know Brahma Anubhuti alone is karana for moksha. Now Bhagavan is introducing the bhakti in Bhagavatam, bhakti in Ramayanam, so to the yoga of the Patanjali ji. He says you learn this also, use that also, and become more qualified for the mukti. Ye Ishvara Kripa hai. Those are pure in the heart, they can recognize Ishvara Kripa Anugraha in that and they use it. So through ahimsa, brahmacharya also, is it not? Cha vidyam prati upakarakatvat. After saying all that, now he will conclude only with his theory because he has come for that purpose only. Bhagavan Adi Shankara Avatara. Therefore, he says another interesting thing. He says ki sakshat evacha karanatvatu shravana manana nididhyasnanam. Shravana Manana Nididhyasana by itself is a Sakshat Karana, not even a Parampara Karana. Direct Sakshat means or Karana for Vidya and Moksha. So by this, he is concluding very intelligently with his knack that you need not worry about any of the other things. Keep on doing Shravanam, keep on doing Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Upata Duritakshaya will happen, Vidya will happen, Avidya is removed, Samsara removed, Moksha is removed. That is why Mrutyum Shruti Parayana, Tepi Chati Taranteva, Mrutyum Shruti Parayana. Even those who are Parayana of the Shruti, Parayana is keeping on listening Shastras all the time. They need not do Karma Yoga, they need not do Bhakti Yoga, they need not to do the Ashtanga, the Yogas, or Patanjali Yoga. For them, this is sufficient. That is what Bhagavan Adi Shankara does. That's what our Puja Gurudev. Puja Gurudev never taught us any of the other things. Little bhakti help is taken, but he never encouraged any of the other things. Because, in Karma Yoga, the Vishayas, Dehatadhatmya continues to stay, it doesn't go easily. In Ashtanga Yoga, Chitta Vritti Nirodha, how much you are struggling, you are still giving value to the Chitta. पूरा योग में चित्त चित्त बोलते रहते as if it is real. People get so fascinated anything new taught. ये वेदांत बोर है, इसे में मजा है करके उसमें फंस जाते हैं वो लोग. They never come out of it then. Just a very danger which is at the higher level, it will be a big obstruction, we cannot catch it. That obstruction. Therefore, why going all jhamela? Tattva Brahma Tattva ka Shravan karte raho. In the heat of that Shravana only, your all doubts regarding the world as real, it goes away. Do the manana of that. The manana makes you convinced about the truth and reality. Do nididhyasanam. You will experience the self which is already existing. Therefore, Shravana Manana Nididhyasana are the Sakshat Evacha Karanatvat. There is no other Sakshat Karana for the Sakshat Kara of the Atma called as Moksha than Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. See, this is the final Vedantic thought. Ye hai Sakshat. But you can use Ahimsa, Brahmacharya, they will help you. Japa Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, it will help you. Then Ishvara Upasana will also help you. Through them also, Upata Durtakshaya hota hai. But ये जो है साक्षात कारण होता है. After Upata Durtakshaya, anyway again you have to listen to Brahma Vishya at least once. You are that करके तो सुनना पड़ेगा हर एक बंदे को. सुनकर तो मनन चिंतन तो करना पड़ेगा. After all the Upata Durtakshaya achieved through all above said sadhanas. But in this, you need not worry when about there is Upata Durita Kshaya, चित्त है उसके वृत्तियां है उसके ये है ये all टेंशन होता ही नहीं वेदांत में. Straight away they tell us the only दृश्य विवेका और जरष्टा दृश्य विवेका और जड़ चेतन विवेका एकानेक विवेका और अध्यारोप अधिष्ठान विवेका. They just talk in this language and so crystal clearly they show. They just one example enough for enter Vedanta, Rajju Sarva Bhranti. No Karma Yoga, no Ashtanga Yoga, no Bhakti Yoga. इतने झंझट चाहिए नहीं वेदांति को. Do you see snake on the rope? Yeah. It is the ignorance of the rope project that a snake. Is it not? Yes. When you use the proper means, you discover the rope or not? Yes. When the rope is discovered, the snake with all its frightening expressions disappears. Is it not? Yes. In the same way, the entire world is projected on the pure Brahma Tattva. So go on doing the Brahma Tattva Vicharana. As deeper, stronger you become in your Vicharana Brahma Tattva, to that extent, the snake placed entire world of multiplicity gets dissolved. In that highest Mananidhi Dhyasanam, when you are apprehending the truth as it is, you see there is nothing other than that. Sarvam hi etat brahma ematma brahma. देखो साक्षात्कार हो गया श्रवण मनन निधि. But then further again there are adhikara. Without this sadhana chaturthi sampada, this tattva viveka, then you call it shravana manana, are not possible. Unless you have viveka, vairagya, shama, dhamma, uparamati, diksha, shraddha, samadhana, mumukshutvam, then shravana ka, manan ka, nidhyana ka yogyata nahi hota. Therefore, these 9 things are again achieved by other actions which go in line with the karma yoga, ashtanga yoga, bhakti yoga. वहाँ ये सब मिलते हैं. You know, in schools, colleges, when the language class is there, सब मिलते हैं वहाँ. But when their specific subject is there, then physics वाला इधर जाएगा, arts वाला उधर जाएगा, chemistry वाला इधर, maths वाला उधर. You know, nowadays how the colleges are there, we don't know, but we had a different type of things. भागते घूमते भी रहते थे. Mathematics का उनके साथ करते थे. That the same teacher, therefore we go and sit there. And the other class, we clubbed with other, then we go. Third class, हमारे से दूसरे club होते थे, they come and sit. So here also, all of them meet at one place of this one. Viveka Vairagya Shamadhamadi. In that language called Yamaniyamadi. Okay. After that is done, if you are qualified, then the Shravana is effectively done by you. And you can do the Manana because with the Savana effectively done, the data is collected thoroughly. Then the Manana is going on doing in the deepest of the Manana itself, the wrong notions about the reality of the world go away. So through the Vichara Shakti, the Anatma is dissolved and Atma is revealed in Vedanta. In Yoga, all that Anatma is taken or held, उसके खींचातानी कर करके उसको छट्टी छट्टी बनाकर फेंक देते. यहाँ वो सब झंझट नहीं, जस्ट बाय बीइंग विटनेस और साक्षी भाव छोड़ दिया उसको. That's why the Vedanta is a Vihanga Marga, but it needs a high level of qualification of Viveka Vairagya. Those who don't have that Viveka Vairagya, for them then Bhakti, Karma, Yoga, अब उनको inevitable बनते हैं. But they are also sadhanas, they also give moksha. They are also our own Sanatana Dharma Darshanas only. So here he says, कि साक्षादेव च कारणत्वात् श्रवण मनन निधि ध्यासनानाम. So the Shravana Manana Nidhi Dhyasanas are done by the sannyasi. ठीक है. तपो ध्यानादि अनुष्ठान are done by the vanaprasthi. Ahimsa brahmacharya are done by the brahmachari. Ishvara upasana is done by all the 3. He mentioned the various sadhanas. In them, your Nitya Agnihotra Karma, Sauta Smartha Karma, where are they? But they also are giving the result of Pratibandha removal, Upata Didakshaya, and they are also helping to get the Vidya. Hey, my dear Purapakshi, understood? Clear? Now the 2 final conclusions to make his mouth closed. And all of us also. What is that? Ki ataha siddhani ashramantarani. First point. Therefore, all the 3 ashramas also are very much there, as said by the Shastra, valid. Not only grahastha, हम ही यज्ञ करेंगे, हम ही सेवा करेंगे, हम ही तपस्या करेंगे, हमको मोक्ष मिलेगा, दूसरे लोगों को होता ही नहीं, उनकी जरूरत ही नहीं है. नो. सिद्धानि आश्रमांतराणि. Point 1. Second, sarvesham cha adhikaraha vidyayam. Therefore, not only to grahastha, but for the other 3 also. Therefore, all the 4 have the adhikara for vidya if they prepare themselves properly. Second conclusion. First conclusion is what? Siddhani ashramantarani. Therefore, other 3 ashramas also are the ones who can do sadhana and get to the siddhi. Thus, sarvesham cha adhikara vidyaya. Whether brahmachari, grahastha, मानव, सन्यासी, ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य, ऐसा कोई होता नहीं. सबको मोक्ष का अधिकार है. मोक्ष के लिए विद्या का भी अधिकार. That is why Atma Vidya में वर्णाश्रम difference नहीं होता. In other upasanas, yajnas, etc., some things are denied for some ashramas, or some things are denied for some of these varnas, etc. But in Vidya के लिए ऐसा नहीं होता. So Vidya is for everyone. Sarvesham cha adhikara vidyaya. And the third is the most conclusion important, for which this entire topic was taken up discussed, and that is param shreyaha kevalayaha vidyayaha eva iti siddham. Param shreyas is only by the Atma Vidya. It is siddha. So too even Yoga Sutra tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam. If he doesn't tell that, the entire yoga fizzles down. Then this is the Vedanta or Sankhika Vishaya. So as regard the Lakshya is concerned, Yoga and Vedanta go together. That is why, because the Lakshya is same, they can mutually help. Clear? So all ashramas are there and everyone has adhikara for Vidya and Moksha. And for the Moksha, Vidya alone is the Karana. Param Shreya Kevalaya Vidyayava iti Siddham. It means what? The self which is all pervading, you have to know it and abide in it. That is the only thing gives moksha. Any other sadhana still has got dvaita, still has got dvandva, still has got some identity, individuality, some upadhi, some condition, some limitation. Therefore, they won't give moksha. केवलाय एव विद्यायाः एव इति सिद्धम. What is that? कि श्रेया, परम श्रेया. Param shreya is moksha. Kevalaya vidyaya. Okay, and what is vidya? Abiding in the eternally existing our own self. And what is the self? That is what is told in the next entire Valli. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma and all that. And that Satya Jnana Anantam Brahma as abidance ke liye, we are taught the Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. So through the Shravana Manana Nididhyasana Prakriya in Vedanta, already existing Brahma Tattva Anubhuti is gained. That's called Vidya. So Vidya eva Kevalayaha Param Shreyati Siddham. This is what I wanted to tell you right from the beginning, my friends. Iti in this way Ekadasha Anuvakaha. This is how the 11th Anuvaka has given us a good food for our deep thinking contemplation. Take it more seriously. तो विषय तो और भी स्पष्ट होता है. The conclusion is karmas can help us, upasanas can help us, every other sadhana can help us in facilitating for the vidya. Vidya alone is a direct cause for moksha. Vidya vidyam nihanteva tejas timira sanghavatu. See, in our Atmodadi, every grantha we can see. Karma being not opposite to avidya, it cannot give the moksha. Vidya only gives the moksha by removing the vidya. Is all that. Again, when you become little introverted, deeper, try to contemplate on these things, then what is said or mentioned starts appealing to our understanding. First comes to our understanding, then it starts appealing. Then such person slowly involves in the world to the extent the Upata Dutaksha is to be done. All the remaining time is only busy in the Vidya Prapti through Upanishad, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Then he gets into the moksha sthiti. Through the powerful Vedantic logics, because the entire Jagat is proved to be mithya, so they are not worried about. अब कुछ भी करो मिथ्या जगत से, आखिर में छोड़ना ही पड़ता है ना. आप छोड़ना ही है तो क्यों उसका झंझट में फंस कर टाइम वेस्ट करें. Straight away inquire about the self, establish in the self. That's it. All else, though helps for the lower adhikaris, but inherently they have all problems. Just like yoga asanas. Such a beautiful thing it is yoga asana that you become so healthy, fit, that you will enjoy life. But it has a problem that it will make you feel that you are sharir. अब देखो, he is stuck up there. Everyone. So कोई श्वास पे ध्यान को कहते हैं. You do only that. Good. It is giving such a concentration. It's a part of sadhana only. It's even Gita, etc. Everywhere it is said. But it's always danger of getting stuck up there also for majority. If the speaker is not saying that this is only the means, my dear, the goal is Atma Pravti Parabrahma. If he is not saying that out of his fear that it is a Vedantic thought, if I take it, my Siddhanta will be belittled, then he is establishing Siddhanta, but he is not helping the audience completely because he is not telling the ultimate. Vedanta tells ultimate and helps us or gives us permission to take the help of everyone. Others will take us to some level, but the ultimate level they cannot take us to. Like in bhakti. Do bhakti, sharanagati, all that is said, but still there is dvaita, no? But as long as there is dvaita, one limits the other. Purnata to hoga nahi dvaita mein. But it is so beautiful. Again there, you have to pray to the Ishvara, then Ishvara comes as Guru, Guru gives Advaita Jnana, then only moksha. That way. विद्या की महिमा कभी भूलना नहीं हमको. Vidya Amritamashtrute. Only through Vidya, the establishing. Vidya is Upanishad Vidya. Upanishad Ukta Brahma Atmaikya Bodha Vidya, in which the Tattvas, Brahma Swarupa and Atma Swarupa are established. And for that, the Atma and Atma Viveka is done. In that, the Anatma is Panchakoshas or the three Dehas, and the Atma is the pure conscious self, permeating in all of them. Through the Anatma Atma Viveka, first the Atma is separate from Anatma, then the Atma alone is proved, and then looking from the Atma standpoint, Anatma never exists only. That is how the direct Vidya. Same thing achieved in yoga through what? ये the अनात्मा का बैलेंस करके कंट्रोल करके वो अनात्म को सारे वृत्तियों में लिया करके वृत्तियों को समाधि में लय करके चित्त को, then that also reveals the self only. And they are so complementary to each other, not contradictory. Okay. Now we have started yesterday doing this Shanno Mitra mantra, 12th Anuvaka. It is just like the first only. First, let us chant it and just to see how much we can do. Om Shanno Mitra 12th Anuvaka. Om Shanno Mitra Sham Varunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indra Bruhaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmavadisham Rutamavadisham Satyamavadisham Tanmamavid Tadvaktaramavid Avinmam Avid Vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. To this mantra, what? He gave the Bhashya was only this much. What it is? Kim Shamno Mitraha Ityadi Atita Vidya Prapti Upasarga Prashamanartha Shanti Padita. So the first Shanno Mitra, the first Anuvaka, was made to be practiced by disciples to remove the Vidya Prapti Upasarga Prashamanartha. So we are doing the Vidya in the first 10, 11 Anuvakas. There the Vidya meaning not Brahma Vidya, Upasana Vidya. In some places Vidya is Upasana, in some places Brahma Vidya. So here in the first Valli, what was discussed only was Upasanas. Even to do the Upasana, there will be the Upasarga. Upasarga are obstacles, disturbances. That Upasarga Prashamana, they have to be removed. So when the Upanishad Shruti Mata was going to tell the Upasanas for the sadhakas to be done, essentially, there will be lot of the Upasargas, inner and outer, will come, obstructions. For the Upashamana of the Upasargas, we have sought the blessings of Mitra, Varuna, Aryama in the beginning. तो तब का शन्नो मित्र का क्या उद्देश्य है? उसके बाद जो पढ़ाया उपासनाएं हैं उनका विघ्न दूर करने के लिए। नौ क्यों पढ़ा रहे हो फिर से सेम शन्नो मित्र? द आंसर इज हियर, इदानीम तो अब का शन्नो मित्र का क्या जरूरत है कि वक्ष्यमाण ब्रह्म विद्या प्राप्ति उपसर्ग प्रशमनार्थ शांति पठ्यते। In the second Valli, we are going to teach or discuss the Brahma Vidya. In the Brahma Vidya Prapti also, there will be a possibility of upasargas, obstructions, various. Now, who can help us in removing them? If not these Adishta or Devadas. Therefore, there also we are taking the help of praying to them. Sir, at the time of Upasana, we sought your help. You helped us by your blessings and removed the Upasarga. We could do the Upasanas very healthily, nicely, without problem. Now we are going for the Brahma Vidya. Please here also, please bless us, remove the Upasargas. See how cutely Bhagavan Adi Shankara puts it. So Shanno Mitradi Ityadi Patyate, Shamno Mitra Ityadi. Iticha and also Sahana Vavatu Iticha. So to the next mantra Sahana Vavatu, which is the beginning of the second Siksha Brahmananda Valli. Both these mantras are asking those devatas to remove the upasargas when we are taking up the newer endeavor of Brahma Vidya. And to that, Bhagavan Ashakara's Bhashyam and mantras beginning in that 4-5 pages takes to explain us the first mantra only Brahma Vidapno Varam, then Tadesha Bhukta Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma. Wonderful journey again it will be as we were traveling through Upasanas. Upasana, Kanda or Prakriya of these Upanishads which was dealt in Prathama Valli. Okay, now never worry ki everything remembered or not. Please understand this is what our state of mind, what to do. At least we have heard it. So through the yoga, bhakti, sadhana, when the Turti Nirodha are done, Upasana is done, Bhagavad Kripa comes, then our memory power will be stronger, our Shraddha for the Shastra will be stronger, our Jignasa is stronger, our wanting to know truth will become strengthened. With all that, the next Shastras would be studied more usefully. इसलिए हम हमारा एक किस्मत क्या है, यू एंड आई, कि वी हैव नॉट स्टॉप्ड आवर स्टडी. Therefore, whatever we have studied, even if it has not given us any benefit, why it has not given benefit is because of these lacuna or these type of shortcomings in us. If they are eliminated, and because we are continuously studying, the next Upanishad will reveal to us. देखो, this is what is the special grace blessing Bhagavan has given on all of us who are regularly coming. In other cases, एक उपनिषद कहकर छोड़ देते एक बार, then they will have to do the manana chintana if they have time and interest. I thought only a dream will be there if we went to some place as a camp for ashram. There 7 days we stayed and one we studied Upanishad. उसके बाद क्या हुआ इसको? But even they are not like that. Every time we are realizing, here we are studying, but फिर भी दिमाग में नहीं चढ़ रहा. So let us prepare and study. That is why Nitya Brahma Vidya Shravanam. So to Nitya Karma Anushtanam. So to Nitya Bhagavat Kirtana Guna Kirtana Shravanam. Put together is called Karma Yoga Bhakti Jnana Yoga. They give us the sadhana. They help us to proceed in sadhana. So this is said. Now what is this meaning? We'll just spend some time. So Shanno Mitraha. So Sham means Sukham. Bhavatu. Naha Asmabhyam. Mitraha. Who is Mitraha? He is Prana Vrutte Ahana Cha Abhimani Devata. हे प्राणवृत्ति और डे टाइम देवता, ओ मित्र, शमनाहा, प्लीज ब्लेस अस विथ आवर सुख. शम सुखम प्राणवृत्ति हन्ना अभिमान देवता मित्र न अस्माकं भवतु. Means what? May he be pleased with us and he bless with the sukha. What is the sukha that Mitra can give us? Because we are daytime devata, throughout the day of ours, we are healthy without any problems. Because he is a pranavritti devata, he will give us the required prana shakti. I can दोनों चाहिए. हेल्थ इज देयर बट एनर्जी इज नॉट देयर. कुछ लोग हेल्थ ठीक हो गया लेकिन एनर्जी नहीं है बोलते. Some are very energetic but they have so many diseases. So many things we saw when we chanted or explained this mantra that time. अब वो सब नहीं कह रहे. Whatever is there in Bhashya, only to that we are sticking. So the Mitra is the Akhnaha Abhimani Devata, Pranavritti Devata. Throughout the day he keeps us safe, secure and healthy, and he gives all the strength which is required for Brahma Vidya. Or at that time for Upasana, now it is for Brahma Vidya. भैया ब्रह्म विद्या के लिए हम जा रहे हैं. अब भी हमको आपकी तरफ से डे टाइम पूरा हेल्दी रहना और एनर्जेटिक रहना ये और चाहिए. प्लीज गिव दैट सुखम टू अस. Because how much ever we are jignasu, if the health is not good, you know how problematic it is. And if the energy is not there, 2 minute class सुन ली थक जाते हैं बहुत लोग. 15 minutes सुन लिया, so much they become so weakened and all disturbed. The disturbance in the mind while listening to the class is a sign of weakness. Mind is very weak that it's not able to receive the knowledge continuously. जब वो थक जाते हैं, भाग जाते हैं, सो जाते हैं. So too you take up the book, one paragraph or one mantra Upanishad you studied, नींद आ गई, छोड़ दिया. That is a lack of energy. So the Mitra Varuna, Mitra Bhagavan being the Lord of the Prana Shakti also, so we are asking him, hey Bhagavan Prana. The Prana's purpose is to involve. So let us involve in the Brahma Vidya which is going to be told in the second Brahmananda Valli with full energy, full health. Not in one day, one moment also should be any problem because of any of the faculties. While studying, that much effectively it should be without obstruction. Oh Surya, oh Mitra, please help us. So to Tatha eva apana vruttehe ratrehe cha abhimani devatatma varunaha. The second god propitiated, saluted was Varuna Bhagavan. And who is he? He is the Adhisthana Devata for the Ratri and Apanavritti. It's not that only the daytime we have to be healthy. As active, dynamic, being active and dynamic is the health of the daytime, so too is absolute, beautiful, peaceful, sound sleep at the night time is also the blessings only. That is the health. You all know that when the sleep is not good night time, with a disturbed sleep, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, dharma, कुछ भी effectively किया नहीं जाता. You can't do. Therefore, hey Varuna Devata, let there be a good, healthy, sound sleep at night. That the moment we get up, till again the night sleep comes up, we are so active, dynamic in doing all our activities. नहीं तो हर 1 घंटे में नींद आ रहा है, हर 2 घंटे में नींद आ रहा है. So people, because under medication, how heavy food, oily stuff they are eating and all, and those who don't have the higher goal are exhausted because of watching TV and all, or talking nonsense to everyone. They are tired so that उनको हमेशा बिस्तर पे भागना, दौड़ कर सो जाना. Compulsorily they get up to do the domestic work of cooking, etc. 10 minutes, 1 hour chance comes, go and sleep. But where is Swamiji's classes is taking, I let him take, I have no time, no, I have to sleep. Some of us honest, but then their sleep is so overpowering. They say, अब वहाँ जाकर कहाँ सोए, घर में सो जाते. होता है वो. But if we invoke the grace of Varuna Bhagavan with all the devotion, his blessings help us in having good sound sleep for those 6-7 hours, so that the lack of sleep problem is not there throughout the day. In the beginning days, we should have sufficient sleep for our sadhana. When we are doing sadhana, we become little sattvic. We ourselves will discover the reduction in the necessity of the nidra. जैसा मन शुद्ध शांत होता है ना योग साधना ज्ञान साधना से, वो भोजन का, निद्रा का, एंटरटेनमेंट का जरूरत जो था पहले कम होते लगता है. That's a great achievement, great blessings. 4 hours slept, fully enough. Little of the food eaten, काफी है. But ये एक जन्म में नहीं होता. Now in this janma we brought so many vasana samskara. Eat, drink. अभी नहीं. Only the informations are given now. If not now, 2-3 जन्म में थोड़ा खाने से ही, थोड़ा सा नींद से ही mind पूरा fresh, energy पूरा आ गया. Then the entire time in your own yoga sadhana, dhyana sadhana, vedanta sadhana, and teaching to others also. I was always surprised to see Gurudev how 18 hours for all these 77 years he went on working vigorously. 18, 20 hours. He conquered. He's a Mahayogi. A yogi alone can conquer all these lesser gunas of tamas and rajas. It's great, by the way. So what we are saying, hey Varuna Bhagava, bless us also to have good sleep, and is also Adhisthana Devata Apana. See, the Apana has a very big meaning, very expanded meaning. I'll talk about it little at length tomorrow. Ki, see, you have eaten food, prana. But if the waste thing doesn't go out of the body, can we do again any of these sadhanas? Even the movie you can't see properly with the constipation of stomach. So as much intake is important of the required thing, so much of throwing out the unwanted thing also is important. That is done by apana. Second thing is what? The healthy response to the world is called as apana. Prana is receiving the stimuli from the world. Apana is responding to the world. So the apana adhisthana Varunija Puchne say he will make us respond to world in such a healthy manner that it doesn't disturb our spiritual sadhana. At a higher level, the apana vayu alone we have to use to throw away all our negative qualities at the body and senses mind level. Because अपान का काम है फेंक देना, प्राण का अंदर लेना. So if you invoke the Varuna Bhagavan's Kripa, the negative tendencies, negative habits, wrong notions, which you are holding on to, because of which all the great knowledge given by the Gurus is becoming effectless in our life. So Varuna Bhagavan in his extended blessings, if we pray to him through blessing us, he invokes the apana in us by which all the negative thoughts are dropped. It will be made understood by us, okay, what you are thinking, what you are doing is wrong, it is detrimental for your spiritual evolution, you just drop it. The dropping is called apana, and the thought of dropping and action of dropping, Varuna Bhagavan makes us. Just like Prana Bhagavan, Surya Mitra will help us in taking up what are the projects required for spiritual sadhana, what are the sadhanas required. तो प्राण अधिष्ठान देवता एनर्जी भी देगा, जो जरूरत साधना करनी है उसका भी ज्ञान देगा. So to अपान अधिष्ठान देवता will make us through all the nonsense, including the unwanted habits, etc. So these devatas, when this be worked, prayed to, they work in our life like this. They bless us. जो चाहिए उसका स्वीकार करना प्राण, जो नहीं चाहिए उसको छोड़ना अपान. Pranadhisthana is Mitra, Apanadhisthana Varuna. Therefore, hey Mitra and Varuna, Sham, become Sham to us, be Sukhi. By making us do what is to be done, throw away what is not required to be done. That is how the deeper expanded meaning of prayers to these two. स्थूल लेवल में भी सूक्ष्म लेवल में भी हमको समझना है. So दोनों हो गए. Third one is what? Sham no bhavatu aryama. Let the Aryama Bhagavan also be Sham to us. What is he? Chakshushi Adityecha Abhimani Aryama. So the Aryama is what? The God in our own Chakshuhu, and also is there in the Surya Mandala or Aditya Mandala. So his blessings, what is what? Chakshu means what? So let our eyesight be perfect to see the books and studies, to see the Guru and see the other disciples, co-disciple. And एक दूसरे को धक्का देते गए, बार बार नीचे गिरते गए, टम्बल होते गए, किताब पढ़ नहीं पा रहे, तो नहीं होगा ना. Same Aryama Chakshu Devata, not only for the Charva Chakshu, the Mano Netra also is a Devata. Therefore, with Aryama's grace, you can in Upasana remember the Guru Pada, the Narayana Pada, the Shiva Linga, or Dhyana Mudra of Shiva, or Amba Bhavani. Because Chakshu Devata, Mano Chakshu, he will bless us, with which these most essential things for Dharana Sadhana, even of the Yoga, and also for the Vedanta, that will be able to do. Aryama Devata will do that. And Aditya Mandalastaha, Surya Mandalam, Aditya is also the Devata for the Buddhi. Therefore, though the Brahaspati is spoken later on, but here the Aditya also the Prachodana doer of the Buddhi. Brahaspati is the giver of Jnanam to the Buddhi. So the Aditya Mandalastha Aryama, if you pray to him, he can empower the buddhi. Empowering the buddhi is done by Surya. Utilization of the buddhi is done by the Brahaspati. So Shamna Bhavatu Aryama. Then we have Shamna Indro, Brahaspati, Shamno Vishnu, Urukramaha, Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayo. Okay, 20-30 minutes we'll spend again to revisit this shloka. It is required, as Bhagavan Shankara said, because one portion we have done Upasana, Brahma Vidya portion is starting, we definitely need their blessing. We pray this time more intensely to say, oh Lord, not only the completion of the subject and study of it outside, may we get deep into identifying with that knowledge. Upasanas we studied, but not much identified with them. Maybe one day or 2 days. Samhita Upasanas we were told, Vyaharti Upasanas we were told, Pranav Upasana we were told, Pangta Upasana we were told. The Vyakarana Upasana we were told. How many were taught to us? But कहाँ हमने उसका ख्याल किया ज़्यादा? पढ़ लिए थे बस academically. Oh Lords, oh Bitna, Varna, Aryama, Brahaspati, all of you, please, 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 और भी bless करो. Especially the Vayo, you are Brahma. Please, when we study Brahma Vidapno, the Param with Bhashyam, let every sentence be deeply understood and registered by us. Actually, we should live that. LIV. ऐसा हमको अनुग्रह करो. And I to believe why without their grace, even getting up from the sleep is not possible. Forget about taking bath, coming to class, relentlessly, continuously listening, studying, mananam, chintanam. ये सब ये देवता लोग रोज मैं तो मेरे लिए आपके लिए प्रार्थना कर रहा हूँ. That is why His grace is making us. योऽन्त प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां संजीवयति अखिल शक्तिधर स्वाम्ना अन्यान् सहस्रचरण शृणुत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं. Throughout the day we are doing the prayer which is essential. देखो जिंदगी में तीन ही बातें करनी है. एक, deep meditation to know the truth. If that is not done, anything, everything which helps for the deep meditation, those sadhanas you have to do, like Shravanam and study of the Shastra. If that is not done, what makes us do these two, called as Bhagavan's grace, for that we have to keep on praying. Only these three should be there in life, other than our regular dharma and maintenance of the personality. That's it. ये पांचों चीजें रहना है. Survival and doing your duty, and prayers to the God, then the final things which facilitate for the meditation called as the Shravanam through online as well as Swadhyayam. Then in that, when we are pakka and our mind is cooperating, meditation. These are the 5 things only should be in our life. Such person slowly, gradually moving towards mukti. उनका उपात्र दुर्दक्ष भी होता है, नया भी ऐड नहीं होता है. Then all gurus, gods are watching us sincerely. They also bless us. The journey becomes beautiful. Let's try for that. Tomorrow we'll see. Om, 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramanashibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shruti Namaha Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you friends. Hari Om all. Let us spend some time for our Patanjala Yoga Darshana study. थोड़ा ही होगा वो. Nothing to be in a worry. Om.